you for joining us for another episode of Divine Panther Presents. Today we're having a block party in the Shy as we talk about season 7, episode 10. I thought this was gonna be it, but apparently y'all this is going 12, something like that. They're really committing a lot of resources to this silliness. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video and comment on the video and share the video. Just listen to the intro. I say all this anyway.
Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
All right, we're here for episode 10. We got a block party. Jada's finally being recognized to an extent. Still ain't got no damn kids, but it's fine. I'll get to that later. Get to the kids later. What them kids? Anyway, Kim, where would you like to begin? Please.
Oh, I don't Jada. I was it just emotionally it got me. I was crying when she was with Emmett. I was crying when she was with Keisha. It just, even when she was alone with Darnell, I was like, why am I crying? Like this is a real person. But I thought the actors did a really good job of just showing, because I feel like they're saying goodbye to her for real, right? Because this actress is not going to be on the show. So I think that helped them to like really show true feelings about her. So I thought that was really, I thought it was nice. I did. And I understand what you're saying, David, about she takes care of everybody else. We haven't seen her take care of her or someone else try to take care of her, right? But I think because Jada is a person who likes to take care of people, she's okay with how she's doing this, how she's going through this journey of cancer. I think she's okay with it. So it's just who she is. Take care of everybody else, and I'm at the end of the line. That's just, I mean, most moms are that way. Most moms, I mean, like real moms that really, really feel for their family deeply. That sometimes you do put yourself on the background.
No, I hear you. Chris. So let's do the. I thought it was good. Again, I mean, like, are we ever gonna get to this stuff? So Chris, so what did you think of the Jada's scenes?
I thought it went a little bit too long with Jada. I mean, even though Jada's like one of the day ones with the trap. I think here's the deal. If it wasn't for them kind of putting every other stuff into the season with everything going on with Nuck and Reggie, and then the whole thing with Alicia and the whole thing about with her son, if it wasn't for all this other stuff they're throwing in here, I would be okay with it. But the fact that it doesn't seem well placed. You know what I mean? It only because there's so much other stuff going on that now, we're seeing like a possible war about to happen between like a lot of characters here, and then all of a sudden, I'm dying. You know what I mean? It's like it mess. I don't know. It just kind of messes. At least for me, watching a show, it kind of messes me up. Like it's hard for me. I'll put it to you like this. Was it two or 3 seasons ago when she first had cancer? Yeah. I was really upset, right? But I also remember there wasn't a whole lot, at least that season, at least that part. There wasn't Duda wasn't like trying to like kill a bunch of people. There wasn't a whole lot going on. Yeah, Emmett was still a bad dad. You know what I mean? Like that, but that was pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like Brendan was like had his own like food truck and all this other stuff, and he had this whole thing with his girl. But it was easier for me to connect. But now you're throwing all these other characters from Jamal going to therapy, and then Trig being upset because Tiffany is hanging out with Nuck, and Nuck is touching the baby, and there's a block party with the pastor, and it's just so much stuff. It's hard for me to be emotionally invested. I'm upset about Jada because I think Jada's like one of the only few really good characters in the show, me personally. But it's hard for me to get there because you
get
guys
you.
are throwing so much other meat to it. Does that make any sense?
Yes,
You know?
I would. It's interesting you use the word meat because
Oh no,
I
here
would
we
use
go.
the word shit.
Oh.
But
I thought you were gonna go a different direction with that. Sorry. Oh.
no, I was like, the other. So again, Kim and I have been talking about this since Jada's cancer diagnosis was brought into it. I feel that they made an effort because first I was like, why is it no one knows? That's why I kept on asking Kim, and she's like, David, they're gonna get there. Like she's gonna wait until Emmett's in the hospital to be like, hey baby, I know Keisha don't want to marry you, but oh yeah, I'm dying of cancer. Thanks, mom. Okay, I will. But anyway, why is Keisha not marrying me? So Emmett acknowledged his love for his mom, and that's consistent, and that was awesome. Keisha finally crying to be like, oh, you're gone. I'm not dead yet. So to both of your point, it was kind of weird that they were acting like they were giving eulogies to this woman. I'm like, I'm still here. So how about you do something for me now, since I won't be here at some point? Like that's that. But again, Kim and I go back and forth about this. Like they routinely are like, what she's like, let me do for you. And that is her personality. She's consistent with this. That's not a detriment to her. It's stop. Like, let us stop and do something for you. And I'm hoping it's coming. I'm hoping they just haven't got there yet, and they're gonna get there. I'm hopefully they'll bring back Tracy, Nina, and Drake. None of this is gonna happen. Because where the hell is Tracy? Like, that don't even make sense. Like, what she still lives in the neighborhood, but like Dre and Nina are gone. Keisha,
shouldn't she be at the block party, or am I crazy?
She should have been at the block party, but she also should have been at the hospital, and just should be in this episode doing some stuff with Jada. But
yeah,
my issue is once Keisha finds out, you don't call your mamas and tell them to be like, hey, you know your best friend, yeah, she dying. Just let you know. So they can be like, oh, let us call, let me come, what can I do for you, girl? Like none of this.
I feel like that might happen. I'm keeping hope. Since
there you go, Kim.
Well, this is the thing. I think because maybe they made the season a little bit longer, that maybe I'm hoping that like episode 11 or 12, then they all of a sudden Nina and Tracy, they come at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like something that we weren't expecting. Dre and Tracy and Nina, and they come to Jada. Like I'm hoping this doesn't happen, but maybe she with all the stress that's going on, especially with Emmett, she has to go into the hospital, and that's when her girlfriends come.
I hope, again, I'm hoping you're right. I understand why Emmett proposed to Keisha. He wants his mom to see him married again before she dies. Again, this will be the second marriage. I know why they're trying to act like the first marriage didn't happen. So, and then it's like, oh, I want you to have this ring. Where was all this affection when Tiffany was getting married? I don't know. But again, apparently, I know I may be being difficult with this. So when they were in Darnell's and Jada's house, and I was looking at the wall, and they were showing the family photos, I only saw EJ. And I was like, it could be just me. Like, maybe I'm just going too far with this. But I was like, where the fuck are them kids?
I missed it. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, like it was because listen. Now Keisha knows grandma's dying, right?
Yeah.
So you would think that they would be like, at some point, hey, grandkids, how about like that's somewhere in the? I'm praying all that cash money that she got. Maybe at some point she's gonna be like, let's do. Oh, you were right. You were right, Kim. You were like, David. Keisha's gonna be like, nope. I want you. She don't want. They never had that conversation. Actually, we need to have this conversation not around these other people, and they never had the conversation. So we don't know why Keisha says no, unless I'm missing something.
No, I feel like she said no because it's not the time or the place. That wasn't. It was
Close.
to me, Emmett. It was if somebody asked me to marry them and they've been in the hospital and almost died. That's not what I want you to ask me. I want you to ask me in a different way. Like women like romantic. That wasn't romantic at all. That was just kind of like I'm desperately laying in a bed and I almost died. Will you marry me? No, I'm not. I need you to get out of this fog that you're in right now. And if you still feel the same way, ask me the appropriate way.
That's a conversation that she
Yeah,
did not
it's gonna
have.
be a conversation.
She just said no.
Right.
and that was so 3 weeks later, magically, they fast forward, so you don't see Emmett with the arm sling. Still no proposal. So I'm like, I don't know even what's going on with
I know
this.
This is a little early, but did you guys notice that the security for Reg and the new manager kind of favor that? Like they kind of look like they could be like sisters. Like
Just
the whole
because they're gay,
hairstyle.
just because
and-
they're gay, Kim? Is that what it is? This is because
No, I'm talking about how they look. How they look. They have almost the same look.
I mean, because all right, they light skinned with braids, and you know,
Yeah.
and yeah,
They did, but they look like they look kind of alike.
yeah.
I don't know if Lena did that on purpose or what, but yeah.
Amen, Kim. Ask me on a regular day. So again, you bring up good points, and Jada also said that. But again, you need Keisha to say, "I want to marry you."
Yeah.
But that proposal was not how I wanted you to do it. She still hasn't exactly. But let's. So it's also the new manager is again far better than Emmett because Emmett don't do shit. Like she's the one who's coming up with the QR code. She's the one who fired Damien finally. She's the one that's running the business. So once again, Emmett's like, "Hey, I just happened to be here, and now I'm out."
What if she hires Sonny back?
Oh.
What if she hires Sonny? Yeah, Sonny comes.
Hey,
back,
when Emmett is murdered, as he should be.
I will not
Shawnita.
let that go. I will not.
No. He's serious. As much as I am about them kids, he loves Sonny. Shawnita.
Who's Shawnita again? Who's that?
The new manager.
Manager.
The new stud manager. I'm
of
assuming
course, DeMarcus knows.
DeMarcus is right. I was like, he knows all this shit. He also said, I disagree with you. He's saying that now Emmett is turned into Ronnie with the fact that both their moms are gonna die like in the seasons. But then Ronnie got shot in the back of the head. So I don't think Emmett's gonna go that far with that particular story. But yeah, Reg, Jackie, Reg, female shooter, looks like Maxwell.
A little bit. She does kind of look like Maxwell a little bit. I can see it. I can see
it too.
I love the fact that she completely dominates Reg. Like he tried, like last week and this week, but definitely this week. She's like, I didn't mince words. You want to come over here? And then he stood up and he was like, never mind. I was just fucking around. I'm like, Reg is a bitch. Like he
I don't think you thought that was a bit. I thought that was him respect. I think he was shocked to see. I can, if this was any other character, I would agree with you. It seemed like he kind of respected it. He was like, oh shit, this motherfucker got hard. Like, I think it was more of a respect. Like, oh shit, like you had the balls. You who don't have balls have the balls to stand up to me, like and ready to go down. Like you being, as he would put it, a bitch will stand up to me. Whatever that. I think he that's why he wound up saying like, hey, you know what, like let's roll. I think that was I think at that point it's like how you sometimes see two people fight and then someone beats their ass and it's like, you know what, I respect you got your ass whooped, but you were able to stand up to me. That's how I took it.
See, Chris, it's funny you should bring up that specific example because if that's what happened, I would take you for that. Like if he's like, hey, bitch or not, I'm still gonna hit you anyway. They tussle. She holds her own, but he beats her.
I mean, that was just an example, but straight up, like anytime you have people just sometimes facing off, and a lot of times you just be like, damn, like you're able to at least kind of stand up. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So you didn't see it as that at all?
I did not. Okay. Reg only picks on people who are weaker than him. He's not that tough. If you're not afraid to stand up to him, he's gonna bitch out like he did in season 1. All season 1, excuse me. People don't remember that Reg first bully was a female when Trig taught Reg how to fight. Oh. So,
okay, I got
well, so again, they're just trying to show how bad Jackie is, in this whole point. One, this is my first episode actually confirming her name, so I was like, because I know DeMarcus was like, that's Jackie. I was like, I don't remember her having a name, but it's okay. But like now she got a name.
I just call her video game shooter. That's what video game shooter.
insane that he was like, that's my one.
It's a whoa. Well, you got a perfect score. Oh hell,
oh.
Yo, fine. You know what? Fine. Let's play some Street Fighter. Yo, if we play some Street Fighter, put me in an MMA match.
I got you.
Yo, I'm just saying.
I'm like, this is not the last Starfighter, but I didn't know what was happening. Anyway, so okay, let's get to serious. Let's get to Nuck and Hannibal and Reg, because this is one of the most convoluted storylines I've ever seen. Toussaint has recruited Nuck, the neighborhood killer and gang leader, who's using Hannibal to try to trick Reg into committing a crime so they can finally arrest Reg. My problem is Hannibal is an eyewitness to Reg shooting Emmett, which is attempted murder. Then, right before he beat up fucking Damien, which is assault. Like, he could easily go to jail for both of these crimes. Why are we doing anything else, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, matter of fact, I'm trying to remember who dropped off Emmett again to the hospital. Who was that?
Hannibal.
That was Hannibal. Okay, that's what I thought. So there is a record out there. I mean, unless he did one of those things where I don't think he just like kind of like dump the body and then just ran away.
They showed none of it. He was dragged out. He was dragged out of Jake's apartment, and he magically ended up in the bed. So they wouldn't have no evidence of this part.
I guess my question then is like, is it that no one like? All right, so obviously Nuck knows about Hannibal being there as well as Bakari and whatnot. Obviously, but those are people that ain't going to be snitching anyway, right? But I'm trying to think like who else. If he dropped him off at the hospital, that means someone would have seen him at least. Well, you know what I mean? Like which means the cops should know. I don't know, man. These cops, like just
shot.
like we've been.
Emmett was shot, so forget everything else. Emmett was shot. Cops are required to show up and be like, "How did you end up shot, sir?" And then that turns into Emmett saying, "Reg shot me." Like, that's basic shit. Like, even forget the Hannibal piece. Like, that should have happened.
Well, you think he would have? Do you think Emmett would have actually cooperated with the cops?
But Hannibal is risking his life and his new wife that we just found out about life, trying to he's snitching. He is snitching on Reg anyway. So just tell him about the shooting, that you're a witness. Like, just tell him, go talk to Emmett. If you don't want, like, hey Toussaint, go talk to Emmett. He has a bullet in him. I'm pretty sure that bullet matches the bullet inside that light-skinned dude that got murdered over a chain. I'm pretty sure those bullets match fucking Rob. And then there you go. Like, this is not difficult.
Hey, what do we always say? This is the Chi.
Chi drags stuff out all the time. This is
more insulting. Like, if like, for example, that's why I say Zay is dead. Zay is the one that knows that Nuck killed Rob, right? Like, he knows that. He told Kenya, who hasn't said shit to anybody, but then Kenya left, right? So, okay, she's gone. If Hannibal left, then I would be like, well, see, you still got Emmett and fucking Damien. So that just don't make any kind of logical sense. Hannibal's wife, Angie's sister, could be Rosalind Perry.
Who's Rosalind Perry?
DeMarcus, like, you can't be throwing. No,
isn't Rosalind Duda's wife? Widow?
Oh, could be.
Remember Rosalind? It's the girl from Escape.
Yeah. I got you.
Sin, you're mistaken. The cops were no. It was a character. the police work is so dumb this season. No, the police work is dumb every season that they're in. Okay, was it the first 2 seasons or whatever? Like when they were trying to figure out who killed the cop and who killed the kid, and it took them forever to figure out. Ronnie basically turned himself in. You know what I mean? It's just it's they're always dumb. Okay,
Yeah,
it's not this season. It's not this season. It's just period.
Well, and then once they actually banished all cops, like there was no one to solve these crimes. Like,
that's a good point. There was like 2 or 3 seasons where the cops they didn't exist. Like
after season 2, the cops did not exist. No. After they didn't exist, when Keisha got kidnapped, and then season 3, like season 4 or 5, since season 4.
Oh, and then Jake got his ass whooped by the cop. That point.
Then they got completely banished because then it was neighborhood. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like but it burns me to see this very convoluted like effort to again, let's catch him at the ATMs again. You got him on camera, bitch. And Jake. She still has not figured out that if Reg didn't do this by himself, who the fuck else did it with him? Maybe he's someone that might flip. You know, his brother. Like, this doesn't make sense. Rosalind could retaliate on Nuck if something happens to Hannibal or for Duda's death. Like, yes, but then also Alicia. So Alicia magically figured out that, oh my God, Nuck killed my son. Yes, bitch. You knew that in the first episode. Like, how is this so hard? And Toussaint is like, whoa, what are we gonna do now? You know who else? So let's talk about. I want to talk about the block party because this really irritated me. The theme of the block party irritated me.
Oh, put the guns down for the kid. The kids put the guns down. Meanwhile, you got the pastor who put it up is the one who's dealing with gangsters. That was some BS too. I was like, what are we doing? What type of mixed? But the thing is, it would have been one thing if that was like the cover, right? Because you see that, like you might see New Jack City, and then Nino Brown just says it, right? But no, this pastor actually meant it. Like, and it's kind of weird that he's doing this 180 thing where it's like now it's like a redemption arc for everybody apparently this season. It's maddening. It's like all of a sudden this episode I'm like, am I supposed to like him now? Oh, him and his wife, are they going to get married again? Like, what is happening?
You're supposed to be cheering them on, Chris. Like, yay, they get back together.
I guess Reg will be next. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But Reg is going to save a child's life.
Yeah.
Well, that would be an arc. That would be an arc. But no. This was to stop the violence in the said Black community. All right. So this should have been a Juneteenth celebration, and it would have made more sense, and I would have been okay with it. But if this is a stop the violence, right? Let's remember who's here. I made a list. Papa.
Of course.
Papa came. You know what? Papa Dad got murdered. No one gave a fuck.
But Papa, at least, you know what? I was happy to see Papa and Jake.
Right? I mean, at least
that was good. That was good.
That was good. And I'm like, again, if this was a Juneteenth celebration, I would have been okay with the very happy tone of everything, right? Like the biggest problem you have is whether Pastor Ezekiel is going to get back with his first wife. Like, I would have understood. But you have random actors carrying around pictures of children we don't know, and we have to assume that these children were killed. I think that's the point.
I think that was because that might have been like Chicago moms holding up maybe their children. And Lena allowed them to go, come walk through so you can see these are the children that died this year, maybe, or last year. I don't know. But I think she was just doing, letting us know what's going on. Because if you notice the cinematography, which I thought was absolutely beautiful, it's all over Chicago. And it was day and night. And I thought it was beautiful. It was so, I just love it. The way that they did it, it was just a beautiful cinematography thing. It was just I loved it. I loved everything about it.
It was a thing for me because hold on, I gotta do it the way. Okay, so again, if Papa's there, he should have talked about his dead daddy. Tiffany is there, she should talk about her dead baby daddy. Emmett and Jamal both recently got shot, and neither one of them said anything to anybody to be like, we got to stop gun violence. Like, none of these people spoke. Nobody gave a fuck about Ronnie because Tracy's not there for some reason, who also had her son murdered, also just not mentioned. Like, what? What is happening? What is happening? Juneteenth, y'all, not that hard. Or maybe Father's Day. I mean, for those who take care of their kids, and then therefore, where the fuck was those kids? Emmett, Keisha, Tiffany, and Nuck were all at the carnival. Where are the kids? Not with Jada, because she's dying of cancer, and Darnell is looking after her. Not with Alicia, because she's talking to cops right now. Where the fuck them kids at? Damn it. I don't know why they keep on doing this shit. I think that Jamal and Dom will adopt a kid. I want them to both leave Chicago. Like, I don't give a fuck. But wait. No, actually though, we talked about this last week. Jamal's like, I want to be a father because I didn't have a father, basically, right? Like that was his pitch. I thought it was ironic that he's asking his wife to have a baby for him, but then says, why are you trying to get personal? You want me to have your baby, and you thinking asking questions about your past is getting personal. I don't know how the fuck that makes sense. Also, you want to have a baby because you almost got killed, which means you want me to be a single mother with a child who also won't have a father. And that makes sense to you. Like, what?
Well, how about you should talk about these things before you get married?
Also,
well, yeah.
How about you get to know each other before you make a life, commitment, lifetime commitment to someone that you don't even know? I mean, just so that you can have sex. I mean, this is
right. Just so
marriage. Yeah.
Just so you can get some draws, bruh. She's like, I'm a born again Christian after fucking a daddy and a son.
Yeah. But, yeah, I thought the whole thing. I mean, I kind of disagree. Shoot, I forgot what you said that kind of made me raise my eyebrow a little bit about the whole. You said something about being upset about what Jamal said that got her to not want to have kids. So, what was it? Say that again.
Okay, so his argument is, I want to have a child. I want to have a child because I want to have a legacy. I want something to live on past me. She says, but having a child is more than just birthing someone, is parenting. Like, how are you going to parent? Were you parented? And he got upset that she asked him a logical question, like, were you parented? And his response was, no, I wasn't. So I want to do better for my generation. But again, his thought process is he's setting her up to be a single mother. Because
yeah. I mean, so obviously at that moment, he's probably not thinking that he's going to die. I think what he meant by that was, I was this close to death. It like when you get close, I mean, I've never been in a situation where I've been so close to death where certain things kind of happen, right? But I've seen loved ones die, and I do know, like, when that happens, it kind of opens up your eyes a little bit more, and you realize, like, hey, look, like, I need to make the best of this, and what am I doing here? Like, sometimes, like, people say you grow up a little bit more, or you realize, you know what I mean? I don't think he meant it as like, hey, let me just pass on this seed, and in case I do die, you just raised a kid. I don't think that's why he said that. You know what I mean? Even though that's probably how she might have interpreted it, but that's not what he meant by that. He meant by that by basically saying, me almost dying, realize, I got nothing to show, right? It's like, I want to actually just be a family man now. I want to be a family man, and and essentially have a legacy, and and I think that's all it was. I don't know. I think you're kind of looking a little bit too much to it, even though this is a shy, so most likely he probably will die anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm just
But anyone can die. Like it's not like Jamal because he was in jail. He didn't get shot because he did anything. He was actually doing his job and he got shot. He wasn't like he's out here selling drugs or breaking the law.
Right.
He
Yeah.
actually trying to reform himself by keeping a job. And now he's married and he's taking care of his sister. And so there's nothing wrong with wanting a legacy. Now, the problem is that don't have a baby with someone who doesn't want a baby. So him marrying her was a mistake. She doesn't have to change the way she feels about having a child. She does need to let this man go, though. You need to let him go because you're not what he's looking for. She's just not.
And vice versa. And
Right.
vice versa. Like both, they're not compatible, particularly when it comes to kids, when it comes to children, and that can make and break a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
No, that's a serious thing. That is like that's bigger
very
than the
serious.
whole religion, politics, or whatnot. When it comes to kids, like even if you truly love that person or whatnot, if one person say, "Hey, I want kids," the other one will be like, "No, I don't want kids." Yeah, that would just end it. No matter how much you think that person is your soulmate or whatnot, if they just straight up don't want, because that's the thing. Even when he said, "Hey, fine, you don't necessarily have to carry a kid, but what if adoption?" When she even said no to that, that's why I'm like, oh, not even adoption. Yeah, y'all need to break up. Y'all need to get an annulment, I guess, right? Because they only been married just for a couple of weeks.
Nothing, and I think Chris would agree with this. It's not a bad thing that she doesn't want to have children. It's not like she's a bad person or she's being selfish. No, not everyone wants to be a parent. You are a parent for the rest of your life. Like it does not, they turn 18, you're no longer, no, you are 18 until you close your eyes and you go to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always a parent. And maybe Dom does not want that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then their issues going to always be your issues. Their issues going to be your issues and whatnot. Like I'll just say relative, because I have a relative that I have someone that sometimes watches you, so I won't say who. So, but I have a relative who was in their 30s, had hard times, and wound up having to go back to their live with their mom. You know what I mean? So that happened, and that person's like in their 30s, right? So in that sense, yeah, and then I have a uncle who's 75 years old, never been married, never had any kids, and guess what? You talk to him, he's living his best life. He does not have to worry about, he don't have to worry about answering to anyone, aka having a wife, right? He don't have to worry about, he is living this great bachelor life. He don't have to worry about debt, right? He doesn't have to worry about straight up paying someone's loans, school loans, or nothing like that. He loves it, you know what I mean? And that's why. So yeah, everyone's does not want to have kids, and let's be real, a lot of people aren't even really fit to have kids, and it's actually kind of cool when you hear someone to actually admit, be like, look, I can barely take care of myself. I can't have no kids. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's which a lot of people can't even admit, and then that's why you got kids running around right now who got parents who shouldn't have even had kids to begin with. Kids having kids, as they say. You know what I mean? So, I don't think Dom isn't wrong for not wanting kids, and Jamal isn't wrong for having kids. The problem is, like y'all both said, this should have been a conversation that should have been had way before they even got married. That y'all just knocking boots or whatever. Oh, I guess they weren't knocking boots. They had to wait till marriage, right? But like y'all talking about marriage, that y'all needed to talk about that, or unless maybe Jamal didn't even, or maybe there was a conversation and maybe they didn't want to have kids, and then until Jamal almost died, maybe that's what happened. But we didn't even see that scene take place, so we wouldn't know.
Yeah. So real quick, I want to say, hey all, so happy to have found you're alive. Well, we're happy for you to be here. We do appreciate that. Could y'all see Kenya and Jamal being together? No. If Jamal wasn't married to Dom, what the fuck? No. What the?
Where did that come from?
Like, what the? No, DeMarcus.
Did you get hacked?
I was like, yo, bro, you don't say that shit no more. So let's see. I respect Dom's decision. All right, Yeah, and it's again of all the. I love the fact that she is that mature enough to recognize herself, knowing that she don't want that, and that's a real conversation that should be had on this show, and I do like that. Why adopt if Dom doesn't want kid? It's crazy. It is crazy. Like he is pushing this kid thing, and I'm like,
so
it is.
He probably said the whole adopt thing because that's the thing. There are a lot of women who probably would not mind having kids, but at the same time, especially if they're taking care of their body, they're like, yo, I don't want them to mess with my body. And then especially if you're a black woman, especially when you see some of the stats that comes out when it says like a lot of black women don't even survive childbirth. You know what I mean? So, my wife's aunt, my wife's aunt passed away because of that. You know what I mean? So that's a real thing, especially in the black community, unfortunately. So maybe he thought maybe that was one of the reasons. So he threw that out there. But the moment she even said no to adoption, because that's easier than giving birth, right? When the moment she said no, both of y'all should just part ways. That was it. Should have done like Moses. Out. Just part those seas.
Just get out of Egypt, or at least out of this relationship. Bring the kid conversation is a must before marriage. They were worried about getting them draws and being right with the Lord, which I don't understand. So anyway, I thought he was the delivery man for Smokey's. Like he is a delivery man. And they need to get back to work because Shanita's gonna fire all of them. So we got Shanita could try to take Smokey's from Emmett and Dom, just like Emmett did with Sonny. That would be hilarious. Yes. That would be nice irony for them. So okay, let's get to Alicia. So again, super detective Toussaint and Alicia finally figured out that maybe Nook could be behind all this shit. And then so she immediately cuts off Bakari's financial aid, and I was like, what happened to just shooting him? Like, why didn't she just like shoot him like she shot everybody else? But now she brings him to the house, and it's like, hey, I cut off your aid. Now tell me who killed my son. You know who killed your son. What the fuck are you looking for? Like, it's like she wants a confession, like a picture to be like, this is Rob, and this is Nuck, and this is Rob shooting, like Nuck shooting Rob. Like, I don't understand why this is so hard for her to accept. Why are we dragging this shit out? Is what I'm saying.
I don't think she wants to kill Bakari. I don't think she wants to hurt him.
Oh, of course not.
She just wants him to tell the truth. And then if she actually did shoot him or killed him, her judge friend and her husband would be like, "What's up with the Bakari?" Like they would, that would. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. They wouldn't. That she can't kill him. Let's just say that. Because then if she does, then her friends will know, right?
Kim, they'll be written out the episode, and they will act like you, like Dwayne didn't even exist. Like you, like I'm telling you, it wouldn't even matter at that point. It wouldn't even matter because you would never see them again.
They just be gone. They just be gone.
Yeah. I guess my question is the whole scholarship thing. Can you pull a scholarship in the middle of a semester like that? Is that possible?
That I don't know.
I didn't know you could pull a scholarship as the school goes on. I know once a semester ends, you can lose, people lose their scholarship, but that's after like a semester has ended. And I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. You know what I mean? But
you are, bro. It's the shy. It's the shy there. Let's not get into how shit really works. Okay. So they just need drama. They need Bakari begging Alicia for his money back. I really wanted to see Bakari turn his life around before he gets shot. In the show, after Alicia said it was very hurt.
Said Side was very. I think he meant to say Lion King character. What's his name?
Shad.
I think, right? I think is that what you meant to say? Shad.
But that's a good segue. That's a good segue. So Shad finds another woman that he's probably gonna try to live off of.
Oh my god, another much older lady. You know what I mean? That you just
like he has a type. Like he has a type.
I'm just so happy that she did not agree to be like, oh yeah, my place, because he ain't got no place, not his own place at least. Damn it, you know what I mean? It's like. He needs to stop having these women take care of him, man. I don't understand. Don't get me
Some
wrong, she
men,
bad.
some
Like I've
men
seen her
live
in
that
movies
way.
like back in the day, she can still get it. You know what I mean? But come on, dude. Come on, bro. Just
But
go
at
somewhere,
least,
do something better with your life, man.
this is the thing, Chris, right? Most men who do that, because I was married to one, most men who do that, they don't have a job or they don't keep a job for very long, right? At least Shad has a job right now. Like he's
All right.
working for
Okay.
his ex
Okay.
as security. So at least he has some, some money of his own
Some
right
income coming
now,
in.
right? Yeah. So
I mean, he
it's a little bit better.
better than what he was when he hooked up with that artist. I mean,
Yeah.
but wait a minute. This was okay. Hello, young older lady, actually, but hello, woman. Can I make dinner for you? Where, motherfucker, you live with your friend? Like you don't even have your own place. Then she says,
Yeah.
no, you can take me out. His reply is, oh, you one of those. I'm just old school. What old school bullshit were you dealing with where a stranger woman is going to come to your house for dinner on the first date? Like that, what is old school? Like she's like, welcome to the modern age. It's modern for you to take a woman out on the first date. I'm confused by this whole thing.
I
Kim,
kind of understood what he was saying in
Okay,
a
I'm
sense,
just gonna say that
okay.
when I first met my ex-husband, our first date, which lasted from 2:00 to 2:00 in the AM. Like it went from 2 in the afternoon to 2 a.m. Yes, I actually went from the mall that I met him in, went home, changed my clothes, and then he made me dinner at his house. Was my sister, who at the time I was living with, freaking out? Absolutely. She was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'll be fine. I promise you, I'll be fine." And I was, right? Clearly. So if a guy offers to cook for you, you can go over his house. I don't feel like the first date has to be in a restaurant. The second date, like that whole next week, he took me out every single day, every day, and bought me flowers every day for a week. So it still can continue. It's not a bad thing unless you get attacked. That's different. But everybody and their uncle knew where I was. Like my sister, my brother-in-law, everybody, my mom, everybody knew where I was at. So if something happened to me, for sure he would be the one they looked at, right? So
I did. All right, Chris. You had thoughts? What do you
No,
thought you were
I
trying?
just said I think what he meant by that was like there. I mean, I think there was a time where, it was okay to go to someone's house or just be invited. I mean, like my parents essentially met through a Thanksgiving dinner date. You know what I mean? At the parents' house. You know what I mean? So, which is unconventional now, speak. You know what I mean? And especially now that now granted, there's always been crazy people in this world, whatever. But now because of the internet, it has been amplified. The likelihood of you having a first date at someone else's house is very nil. Now here's the deal. A dude will go to a girl's house at any time, right? That part is not an issue. You know what I mean? But a girl going to a guy's house who they don't ever know, just met or whatever, I can completely understand how nowadays that shit won't fly. You know what I mean? You guys need to meet somewhere neutral, as you hear in these mob shows of like, hey, let's meet at this restaurant, like common ground, make in the public, right? So no one starts firing guns at each other. You know what I mean? Mob land. You know what I mean? Like straight up, just like just kind of just do that, and So I think that's what he was trying to go with. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he ain't that old. He ain't that old to really probably be even from that era. You know what I mean? If Darnell said that, okay.
he always acts like he's older than he is, though. Like I feel like he's an old soul. Like maybe he was raised by an older person, maybe a grandmother or an older aunt or something. Because he always says back in the day, or he always kind of goes backwards with it. Like he is an older person, but he's not really that old. Like,
and as we discussed, even Darnell is not as old as he acts. Damn it!
Right.
Like I mean, but for some reason they age him with dialogue and stuff, which is weird. Thank him. That sounds so romantic. Not all men have that quality. And And Shad is not romantic. He just
Very
broke.
true.
And he can't afford to take her out. So he's like, how about you come to my friend's house and I'll cook food at my friend's house? If he owned his own place, this would make more sense. Like, I would take it better. But you still got to call Victor and be like, is it okay if I bring a girl to your house that I'm staying in because I got kicked out of my ex-girlfriend's place? Like, what does that look like? Like, I don't understand that. And I'm at the point where I want Damien gone. He gets on my nerve. He needs to be murdered. Like, he should have been murdered at the Stop the Violence rally. Like, I wanted that irony. I wanted that irony. Like, he still owes Reg 2 racks, as they say. He never paid him that money. So Reg should be hunting him down and being like, I want my money. Like, I felt like
I think he's going to let that go at this point. Reggie almost pretty much got his ass kicked, and everyone's hunting for him after he's shooting his brother. I think this might be the point where he just be like, yeah, I'm gonna let the whole Michael Jordan basketball stats thing go. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
or you can set him up, Chris. You can set him up, right? Be like, Reg, to have Reg come over to wherever Damien is, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna shoot you. The cops come out of the curtains.
How about that? How about that? Like, how about you bring this together? No, because like again, no one's looking for Red over Damien. I mean, the only person that really cared was Emmett. Emmett, like you said, whooped his ass, took his bullet, and 3 weeks later, he's living his best life. No arm sling or nothing. Plot twist: Kenya gonna kill Nuck. All right. That's a possibility.
No plot twist. Kenya and Papa's going to get back together like that. That's going to be a plot twist because the whole time I'm just looking at. I'm like, why y'all mess up Big Papa like that? Why? Like why? And then he just standing there, blah, like yeah, like Kenya like yeah, this is all right. And I'm like, yo, what did y'all do to this character? The only like y'all said, the only positive was him and Jake being together, and Kevin doesn't had to be involved for this. You know what I mean? Now that Kevin's out the show, it's refreshing to see those two are still kind of together. You know what I mean?
They realize each other exists. Let's say that. They acknowledge their coexistence, because that wasn't even a friendship thing. Like, because Bakari got the same kind of treatment. Like, oh, Zil, bro, you want a free shirt? Because now he's back to selling that bullshit clothes he's made. And I'm like.
Man, some of the clothes look kind of fresh.
How is he making them? Like, basic questions, Chris. Like, you think he has a shop in China? Like, Zay was financially backing him, remember?
Yeah.
So how's he affording any of this shit? Like, it don't.
He makes it individually, and he only sold 20. He only sold 20 apparels. That's it. He sold 20.
It just irks me, bro. No, Damien is completely useless, and he just robbed mushrooms from Hannibal after Hannibal told him not to rob from me, and him and Ziri just sitting up there getting high in the park. I actually thought.
Did y'all thought they were gonna fuck in the public? I was like, oh, did you want to have sex right now? And I'm like, are they gonna fuck like in the middle of everybody? I truly thought that was gonna happen.
I thought they were gonna start fucking and then they get arrested. That's what I was hoping. Like, at least to be like, because public exposure, that kind of thing. But they were so high they don't realize what's going on. And then Emmett is like, what the fuck is happening with the? Why is this happening? And it's like, but I truly thought, I'm like, why do they even exist? But no, seriously. We watched grown niggas playing Connect 4. I had to watch these ignorant motherfuckers play Connect 4. Why are we not looking at Jada having a party? One of them is dying of cancer. The other one is amazed by Connect 4. How is this the same show? Like, I am confused how both of these things happen.
Yeah. My thing is, like, Reg's explanation of why to play Connect 4 saying you can't cheat, like, as if it was smart to play this game, as if there's not a game called chess. You know what I mean? Like, that exists apparently. Like hell, like, even Battleship
right?
takes a better little knowledge playing Battleship. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Like,
well, I'm sorry, y'all. I still play Battleship. I love Battleship.
No, I do too.
I still play Connect 4.
No. But I mean,
I do too. But Kim, you ain't no gangster trying to size your character. Like, you know what I mean? It's a little different.
You don't know. I'm a Bronx girl.
Kim, me and
You
you
don't
could
know
play
where I'm from.
me and you could do what do you call it?
Shoots and
shit.
ladders.
Nah. What's the one with the X's and O's? Why am I blanking on the name?
Tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe. Damn, I couldn't even think of the
Tic-tac-toe,
damn
that's
name. Tic-tac-toe. I can do tic-tac-toe all day long, but I'd be
Me too.
damn if I'm going to be a Stringer Bell type character and be playing that
playing
shit. You know what I mean? Are you
We're
kidding me?
watching minutes of this shit. Like someone wrote this and said, this is a good idea. This is character development. Like this is how we get the. I'm like, what the fuck? Also, this episode should have ended with Jackie and Reg killing Hannibal and his wife Alicia. I think that's her name.
That's probably gonna be the next. I guarantee Hannibal is gone. Episode 11. That's my prediction.
This should have been this. Hannibal is a terrible snitch. Yes, because this was the episode though. His wife said, "Don't get killed fucking around with Reg." So that's how this episode should have ended. That's a far more menacing ending than Alicia trying to get in Bakari's face. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with this kid? Like, Bakari is a murderer. Like he will kill you, bitch. Like he don't play around. Like I mean,
But you know, Alicia's not afraid of. It doesn't seem like she's afraid of anyone. She just kind of, I'm in this world, and they better respect me no matter what. It's like, no, you can get a bullet, you can catch a bullet just like anybody else. Yeah.
Now conveniently, she has that strong younger man behind her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's a better security than Shad. I wonder if he's giving her the dick. Angie, thank you.
Question for you. So okay. Hannibal, right?
Hannibal.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Hannibal, when he was introduced, he was Brandon's cousin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask the mark.
But then,
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was
Okay. Brandon and Reggie, they weren't fucking with each other, and like I don't know where this whole like, yo, that's my boy, like Reggie, and like as if it's like why they keep making stuff up, like so we forget, like, and I'm supposed to forget that Trigg used to pretty much been a freaking mayor and now he's a bartender. Like it's just like, yo, like it's just I still can't. I'm still not over that whole thing with Victor like being at the top and then now he's a bartender. That came out of nowhere. Where the hell did that come from? You know what
Hannibal
I mean?
is also Rob's cousin. So that's a good segue to Tiffany, Nook, and Victor, because as much as I tried to defend Tiffany, she was being a hoe like this episode. Like I was disappointed in her.
Okay, so I didn't understand Tiffany's whole attitude with Victor. Like he didn't do anything to her. Where's the attitude coming from?
It's the whole Reg thing. Reg shot Emmett, and she felt, even though I don't know why it would even matter to her, like that he did not tell her that Reg was back. So that's why she's pissed. But my thing is, what is that concern to you? Like, even if, let's just say you knew that, what would you have done with that information? Would you have somehow stopped Emmett getting shot? It was just a weird thing. Like, I don't know why she was upset with them about that.
And Reg did not shoot Rob. So what? That's the only thing that I can think of, is that she's still in the mindset that Reg is the one that killed Rob. But logically, we all know that's not true.
No, it was because of Emmett. Because remember, even though Keisha was upset about Emmett getting shot, so was Tiffany. Tiffany was distraught when Emmett got shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why she was upset with him, which didn't really make any sense, in the sense of like, I don't know how you would have got that piece of information on Reg and somehow predicted the future, that somehow a loved one of yours is going to get shot through Reg. It's just weird. It was just weird.
See, I want to go back to the Juneteenth celebration, because I'm like, when she's sitting up there with Nook, and she's like, "Oh, rub my belly, the baby's kicking," and I'm like, and that's when you saw Victor. I was like, forget Victor. I'm like, you a trick, because you already believe that it was Zay that killed your baby daddy, and somewhere in your head you think maybe Nook has something to do with this. So hold up. I got and acknowledge to Marcus. She will use her feminine wiles to set up Nook, but I'm like, she tricking right now. Like, I don't.
That actually makes sense to Marcus. I like that.
We talked about this earlier when she got in the car and said, I believe it wasn't Zay. Like, I feel this the real killer is out there or whatever. And like Nuck kind of gave her that look, you know what I'm saying? So maybe Alicia finally convinces Tiffany. Back up. I thought Tiffany and Victor were gonna fuck. That's what I thought. Like, I thought it was gonna be that kind of fake tension. And then right, Chris? I was like, oh, he about to get it. That's what I thought.
Absolutely. Especially after the last episode. Yeah, it was just I definitely thought they were getting it on. You know what I mean?
I was very confused it didn't go that direction. I was like, that's why we're watching this silly shit.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden Nuck is touching her belly, which I was like, that's weird. I'm thinking like, pregnant women don't, unless you're another woman, whatever, or unless you're like a cousin, a male cousin, maybe, whatever, women don't be having other grown men touching your bare belly when you're pregnant.
No.
That you don't be doing that.
Yeah, that's a no.
So when I saw that, I was like, oh, she is hoeing. That is some hoeing shit. What's she doing? What's she doing?
No, I feel like I agree with, I don't know who that was. I think maybe DeMarcus. Tiffany may be like setting Nuck up. Like if she softens Nuck and gets him really where he really trusts her, she could set him up where Alicia could kill him for sure.
Now we talked about like Tiffany actually doing it, which may be how they end it. But like, so once Alicia now sits down and talks to Tiffany and explains to her that now Nuck actually did it, then maybe the writers hope we forget all these cousins.
Pretty much, dude. Pretty much.
The writers on the show be eating the shrooms that Hannibal and Tiffany be selling. Like the baby was kicking and trying to tell her that Nuck is not right. What was that, baby? What? He's the one that killed your daddy. Okay, that would be hilarious. Man, I would put nothing past the Shy. Here we go. The Tiff hate. Look, I tried to stand by Tiffany. I did, but like that was going too far. This episode, she went too far. Like she went too far with Nuck, and she was going too much in on Victor for no damn reason. I'm like, and again, now, like you said, he went from.
But if you think about it, maybe she's trying to push Victor away because she is trying to set up Nuck. She doesn't want Victor to get hurt. She doesn't want him in the crosshairs.
This show ain't that smart.
Make him quit the job.
This show ain't that smart, Kim.
No,
Kim.
Like,
this ain't an HBO
well,
show.
I appreciate you guys saying that was a smart idea. Thank you.
This show is not a Max show. Okay,
they showed you last episode when she was sitting up there with Vic in the hospital. Then when she found out about Red, she goes home and she's like, "Hey, Nuck, how about them hands on me?" I was like, "Nah, she tricking." So, like, again, Alicia, next episode, like I said, Alicia talks to her. We get a game plan. We're going to go after Nuck. Maybe that's how they do it. Okay, so again, stop the violence. Okay, so Pastor Ezekiel puts on a thing to stop the violence. He makes no effort to contact Toussaint to tell her that Nuck confessed to killing Papa's daddy. That would help stop the violence. Like, why are we again? Emmett makes no effort to call the cops to be like, "Nuck, Red shot me." That would help stop the violence. Like Ezekiel could have told Alicia, not that she would give it in, I guess, that hey, Nuck is the one that confessed to killing Papa's daddy, and then she could kill him. So she just wants to get off the killers off the street. Like, what are we doing?
Well, I mean, but then now you're talking about snitching and that's why I was telling you about the whole thing with Emmett. Emmett's not going to Emmett ain't gonna go to no cops about being shot like that. You know what I mean? Especially with the type of people that you're dealing with. Like you just not like, all right, cool. They go to jail but they're gonna have people on the outside. And you talking about, and this is inner Chicago. Like, you know what I mean? Like in real life, when they suspect you of snitching or whatnot, you're gone. So I don't see Emmett snitching on getting shot. I don't, hell, even if Papa even knew who shot his dad, I don't see that happening either. Like, you know what I mean? Because everyone's going to find out who did it, who's the one who told. You know what I mean? And that's why, like I said, Hannibal's gone next episode. Hannibal's not even snitching to the actual cops. He's snitching to another, like, criminal. So, and he's going to be dead as fuck. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm just saying, it's just, I don't. You're right in the sense of like that's how you stop the violence and whatnot. But even in real life, you got to be, unless you're talking about like a murder of a kid or whatnot. People would just be like, all right, I'm gonna mind my own business. I didn't see shit. You know what I mean? Which is not necessarily the best thing to do, but at the same time, it also keeps you alive. You know, which
I get
know,
you. I get
you
you.
know.
We got Alicia will raise Tiff's baby. She's not a good mother. Look at EJ again. Okay, why does Tiff not have EJ? What does Alicia do that she has all this money? That I don't know. That really is not really explained. Why
Just
did
having
they?
security, essentially, security, and that's it. That's it.
Well, no. What
Pretty much
did she do to earn money? That's what I'm saying. Like, is she in real estate?
Oh.
Is she supposed to be some kind of quasi criminal, which has not really ever been flushed out? Why did they make it seem like Jake and Bakari was going to have problems? Why did Nuck feel the need to get Damien a job? I don't even get that. Also, why do you go to a known criminal and ask him to get your brother a legal job? Like that don't make any sense. Like I don't do anything legal. I don't have a legal job. Why the fuck? Like what? And he's like, no problem. I'm gonna let him sell mushrooms because there's nothing wrong with a addicted personality around drugs. Also, someone pointed out that yes, Dominique and Tiffany were actually together in the weed business, and that just went nowhere. Like they totally actually did forget about that. Is it any cops investigating who shot him? No.
No one's talking. No one's talking.
But it's like they should have went to the hospital and at least tried. Like that is procedure. Like as Kim pointed out, right? They have to call the cops to be like when someone comes in shot. It doesn't matter whether or not they have security footage how he got to the fucking hospital. He's in the hospital, so none of this is happening. Remember, Zeke gets 2,000. Yeah, that's right. That's never come back again.
That's a good point.
But again, Alicia, that's true. So we need to see that being the reason why they're like, why don't you turn him in? Because he's paid, which we actually never see him cross money, but that's true. On this show, no murders get investigated. There's only one police woman judge. Alicia. Hey, that's better than force. You know what I wanted at that block party? I wanted Tommy, Patrick, Teresi Egan, and Maria to just walk by. They don't have to say shit. They just walk by the festival and just keep on walking, but they make eye contact with the camera. I would be like, thank you. I was like, that's a good segue. If he wasn't gonna be on Reasonable Doubt, Tommy should join the Shy season 10. There will be a season 10, and like he's
gonna be on Reasonable Doubt, huh?
Yeah. He's Joseph Score. He's gonna be a lawyer. Yeah.
Boo! I don't want him as no lawyer because he shot one of the best lawyers in freaking Power. Screw that. I will never forget what he did to Proctor. No, hell no. Now you're gonna try to take Proctor's space? No,
he's
you know
gonna
what?
be a lawyer.
Screw that. I hope that little girl does grow up and shoot your ass. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm just saying.
Hey, when season 3 starts in September, I'm going to count how many times he's referred to as a white boy. I bet you he'll get more white boys in Reasonable Doubt than he will in Force season 3. I put money on it.
White boy, Eminem.
Right.
I'm trying to think what's another typical thing. Something about Vanilla.
Vanilla Ice. They may go far. They may go back to Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla. Yeah. Good point. Vanilla Ice, Eminem.
Right.
Yeah. Which one you got to do a counter to see? You have to have a bet to see who says is it going to be more Vanilla Ice jokes or more Eminem jokes? You know, you just have a.
I hear you.
I'm gonna say Eminem. He's more relevant.
He's more relevant. I would submit. But Toussaint should go after Red for shooting him. Yes, and beating up Damien, which is all connected. Alicia could tell Candace that Bakari told Toussaint. There's a lot of things going on. That Reg took out her son Rob. Reg could set up Bakari for Jackie to take out. What? Reg could set up Bakari for Jackie to take out Bakari.
There's a lot of names here. Hold on.
Yeah. All right, it's a lot going on.
Wait, which one's Candace? Candace
is Reg's fuck buddy that was actually with.
Oh, the wife of.
No. Just the fuck buddy of the guy who married Jamal, Tiffany's ex fuck buddy. I can't think of his name. White Boy Rick. They should call him White Boy Rick. Come on, DeMarcus. What is the name of Tiffany's ex-lover that married Jamal and Dominique? Because I can't think of it right now. Dante, thank you. See, DeMarcus always knows Dante. So for some
Hey,
reason,
DeMarcus, are you real or are you AI? Are you an AI? Are you Chat GPT, man? How you just like know off the dome like that? It's
white
just,
boy Tom.
yeah,
Well,
man.
you know, it's crazy though. It's like Dante just stopped showing up, like because that was his girl. I mean, he's the one that brought her to Jake's apartment, and then he just stopped showing up. All of a sudden, now that Reg has moved in with no explanation for where he went. All right, so before we wrap up, I want to get to Pastor Ezekiel. A lot of effort was put into him getting back with Carolyn, as opposed to white girl. I want to bring up the fact that he was actually married to a black woman named Tatiana, who was actually the last first lady. Get it? The last first lady of his church.
Isn't the other chick that he's married that he's rekindling with? Isn't that his daughter's mother?
Yes.
So he's going. Yeah. So instead of going, was he married to her?
Yes.
Okay.
Which one?
You talking
about Carolyn or you talking about Tatiana?
Okay, the one that he was walking around with at the block party. Isn't that his daughter's mother?
First wife.
Yeah, that's the first
so
wife.
What's wrong with him getting back with her?
There's no mention of Tatiana. Like, it's like, did he actually divorce her? When she's like, hey, I don't know if I can be with you. Like, how did Tatiana get into the picture? Also, to me, I'm like, if he loses the church, right? It would have been a better storyline that the scandal of Tatiana having sex with members causes her to leave. But she wants a divorce. So basically, she took half the church, and he can't afford that, which is why he had to sell the church. Like, it should be more relevant. Like, this whole thing about there was a wife between these two women. So, like, I mean, and she cheated. So Carolyn cheated on him, Tatiana cheated on him, and somehow this is not a conversation. I'm like, let's acknowledge the black woman that did exist. Because this whole you're just trying to get with me to get back with the black community. I already had a black woman in the black community. So you're not new. So there's acting like Tatiana didn't exist. And it irritates me. I'm like, where is she?
Yeah. I would say though, Carolyn, they did really good casting with her because she really does look like she could be Felicia Rashad's daughter. Which I was kind of surprised they didn't get her.
Chris, they do.
Yeah.
Favor, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, I was kind of surprised they didn't get Felicia Rashad's real life daughter because she is an actress. I mean, I know she mostly does Broadway, you know.
But she mostly looks like her dad though. Felicia Rashad's
that's a good point.
Daughter,
Ironically enough, her real life daughter does not look like her as much as the actress they had playing her.
Right.
That's a good point.
She really does have her whole dad's face though. She does.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful girl, but she looks just like dad. Yeah.
So then we got so let's get to this. So Keisha's mom just never gonna show up at all. Her man get shot. She's pregnant and she don't even hear. Hear from Nina or Drake. Yeah.
Wait.
So Nina, like Nina's nowhere around in any of this stuff.
But remember, Nina told Keisha to her face, I didn't even want to be a mother. So she hurt the girl's feelings, right?
I mean, she said when she was upset though. She said
it. Like, I would never, even if I felt that way, I would never say it to my kids, whether they're grown or not. I'm their mother. I'm not gonna. That's my stuff. That is for me to carry. That's not for them to carry. So you don't say stuff like that to your kids. You don't. You should never.
She was trying to be honest with her and talk to her like an adult and be like, I went through shit
too. You talk to your children like an adult, but you don't have to like destroy their hearts. You don't.
True.
I mean, she did. She destroyed her.
I hear. I get. In the context of the conversation, she was going through therapy. They were going through group therapy, and if this is not a safe place, then I don't need to be here. If I can't really express how I felt at a time years ago, then I don't see what's the. And then
Keisha was like, "Do you feel like that now?" And Nina was like, "Oh no." I'm like, "Yeah, right." Now but think about it. No, yeah, right. Now, okay, because I'm grown. Now you've taken off with Dre, acting like your grandkid don't need you. I'm pregnant. And so you living your life. Okay. You don't even check in. No hello. How's my new baby inside my stomach doing? Nothing.
She better appear for Keisha's wedding.
She got up.
And Kevin. Kevin better come back. I know Kevin talking about he trying to do other shows and whatnot. We better see both characters come back for Keisha and Emmett's wedding. All right,
if Jada's death doesn't bring back Nina and Dre, like I don't think the wedding will. Pastor Zeke's storyline, it is pointless. I don't know why they keep on, like, it's like they don't have anything else they have nothing else to do, and they do have other things to get into. Lots of fillers since Duda got taken out. And we said plenty of times, Duda's storyline wasn't really well flushed out. I still couldn't tell you what he did for money. Like, he was some kind of legal something, but I had no clue. It was very confusing.
But they didn't used to do all this in the first 2 seasons. There wasn't all these different storylines. There were a few. Like, I mean, we had Brandon and his food truck, right? We had Emmett and all those damn kids. Well, I take that back. I guess we did have a lot of storylines.
We did. We did, Chris.
I mean, there was a lot of storylines, but they all kind of somehow interjected together. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of craziness that happened even in the beginning.
Yes,
but it was still kind of entertaining, and there wasn't a lot of like, the fuck, you know what I mean? Other than the cops not showing up when they should, you know what I mean? It was just
the cop existed. They didn't fix it, but they did exist reasonably, and they were like, we're trying to take anyway. Who's Charles? I'm drawing a blank. You said I know Tracy is. They said Charles is gone. Tracy and Charles. I don't know who Charles is.
Only Charles I know is from BMF. I'm trying to think what other Charles.
I'm sorry. Could you help me? I can't think of Charles right now. Plus, adapted Lene and just they adapted adapted Lene and just left her because she's like 18 now. This whole I need a guardian stuff was stupid anyway. I mean, also Charles is Dre. Okay, thanks. I'll just say Dre then. I was like, so I'm confused.
The second to Pat. Okay, Dre from Pat. Okay, that Dre. When you said Dre, I was thinking about Nina's ex-wife. Okay, it's like what?
Yeah. Me too. No need for Charles either. No need for Dre either, or Charles. This is getting too confusing. Let's focus on the. Well, I mean, they're both enforced.
No, I think they meant like the Pastor Charles. Pastor Charles. Like he's just. I actually forgot about him. And where was he at the block party? You know what I mean? Like, what happened to him? You know.
Oh, you know what? Now I got it. I was trying to figure out who Dre was. I mean,
Dre, the character Dre from Power.
That Dre.
Oh shit! I'm still confused. But now, no. I was like, what the fuck? I was thinking Dre, like Nina and Dre. That's all.
No, I was too, and then I remember, but then I saw that DeMarcus said it, and I was like, oh no, DeMarcus going back to Power. That's how I was like, Pastor number 2, Charles.
You're right,
yeah.
Dre. Okay,
Dre.
Charles is fucking MIA, and what happened to him trying to get something out of Pastor Zeke? Like that was the whole thing. Like he had some like dirt on him or something, and that didn't go anywhere. Like, and then now he's his bosom buddy or some shit, and then now he's helping running Papa's church. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Sorry, Duda's wife banned the cops when she took over from Duda. Well, and when Duda was shot. That whole storyline was fucking ridiculous. Like that it was, and then like he led the charge. Actually, he led the charge of like and then Victor was supposed to be the community police force. That's what it was. Some stupid shit like that.
Nowhere.
I think that Pastor Gardner will save Bakari.
From Alicia or something.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I think they're going to forget that character exists. I'm telling you. You know.
You don't think Dwayne Wayne's coming back?
I think. I don't know. I have no idea. This shows something. I have no idea. Did
y'all every episode anyway?
Yeah. Well, did y'all remember that Lene and Bakari were in the same literary class?
No.
I went back looking for pictures of Tatiana, and as I was reviewing season 6, they were both in Professor Gardner's class. That's actually when he they were both taking his course. So I'm like, where's Lene right now? Anyway, it was cute to see those two like trying to work it out. Like Bakari is trying to rekindle this relationship. So I want to give him credit for that. I mean, he did choose the streets, and Lene's like, no. What is she doing for money?
I have no idea.
I
Maybe
want to make
his
sure.
brother's taken care of like he said he would.
All right, so and then
Oh,
so he
man.
and his girl and his wife work for Emmett. And so that's how they both make money. Seems like when they lost the big church, Charles went away. No. He was at Papa's church. If I remember, I thought he was with them. I thought.
No, he is. He is. I mean, I don't know. I still think that he's still plotting, scheming to get that church for himself.
Or
But
maybe he's just trying to get back to power somehow. He is dead though. Lene introduced Bakari to Professor
He's gonna
Garner.
be a ghost.
What's up?
No.
He's gonna be a roast.
oh,
Be a
she
ghost.
said it's gonna be a
Oh, it's gonna be a go. Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. I mean, I would like. Well, no, maybe he could be a reasonable doubt. I don't know. I thought. I mean. So Kim, you both watched last episode. Was Dre / Charles there at Papa's church when Zeke was giving his introduction sermon / speech? Was he there?
He was there. He was sitting on the side. He's always on the side.
Okay, so he was. Okay, so he was. Okay. I don't. Yeah. Okay.
He sits in like
Dom.
the tall chairs. Yeah.
Oh, Dom, and DeMarcus confirmed. So there you go. Dom did say that Lene could work at Smokies. That's gonna be a family, not Emmett's family business, but it's gonna be a family business of somebody. Again, remember Dominique is Smokies. Like she's the one that made all the food. Like Emmett was just pimping her out, and she let him do it. Like so she can make her own restaurants. And at home, she had a home restaurant when she was first introduced, so she don't need Emmett or Smokies. And she left and took her recipes. He wouldn't have shit anyway. So that could be an interesting storyline that she makes her own restaurant to compete. And then she can bring the weed because apparently that's what Black people need: weed and food. As this episode tried to point out. God damn, we don't love ourselves. We don't. Anyway, cool. Let's wrap this shit up. I'm getting disappointed in myself. Anything else for the Shy? Anything?
No, not really. We'll see what happens next episode, I guess. I mean,
all right.
I'm watching it, so yeah.
There you go. She said we watching it together.
I'm watching it. Yeah.
So tomorrow.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I do no good. No. So
I was gonna say like, comment, subscribe, share the video. We love you guys. Be back in a couple of minutes with the next video. Right.
Oh, there's none. So we're not doing BMF. No, tomorrow. So today was gonna be BMF, and Let's BMF came on, and I didn't see it. The BMF
no, it didn't. It didn't.
All right.
No, I thought something was wrong with my Hulu. I was like, Hulu just yeah. I thought something was wrong.
I guess after the B Mickey reveal, they're like, we need some time. No, tomorrow we're doing Kings of Joburg. And if I got that right. And then we're gonna Divorced Sisters. So that would be tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well then see you guys tomorrow then.
That's good. I was all confused. All right, Chris, anything for you?
I mean, we got two episodes left, so I don't know. I mean, if Jada is for real going to go like that, I feel like it needs to be within the next. I mean, it needs. Nah, they're gonna make it the finale. It's gonna be in the next 2 episodes, but at least the next episode, we need to see the actual full circle kind of be connected with the whole Emmett being shot, which means something going to have to happen to Reggie. I don't think they're going to bring Reggie back just to kill him, but he needs to be arrested or something. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. The show, there's like I said before, there's a lot going on the show, and it's so hard to kind of keep up with. I'd be forgetting about certain plots that happen at certain scenes until you guys would bring up. It was like, oh, how about Dom and Jamal and them having? I was like, oh yeah, that crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? And so get rid of some of these characters. They don't have to die, but just like have them just go somewhere. And it's just too much. It's just too much. So I guess I gotta agree. And whoever said that about Duda, after Duda died, it was like they just kind of just trying to throw stuff out there and see what sticks. So but it's not working very well in my opinion. But like Kim said, I'm still watching. So But yeah, all right. I guess we'll see. I'll see you guys next week when we do Fantastic Four, possibly. So until then, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks, Chris. Whoop. Yes, we'll be doing Fantastic Four next Saturday after I get home from watching it. I really enjoyed y'all. Well, thank you for being a part of us. We do our best to be out here on a consistent basis. I try to be consistent with our scheduling. We have tomorrow. We're going to do this cool South African crime magical show. So please join us for that. And as always, we're going to do Divorce Sisters. And then Divorce Sisters ends, and then All the Queen's Men begins. So Tyler Perry, you never get rid of Tyler Perry. It's kind of like herpes in that sense. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, hanging out with us. Enjoy the exit, and
I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching, people in the chat.
I enjoyed the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit,
Hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
You're gonna go there.
Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.